Despite going to one of the worst performing schools in the UK, I managed to land an investment banking role at Goldman Sachs, the #1 investment bank in the world. The acceptance rate was 1.3%. This means you would have had an easier time in getting into the Navy SEAL, Oxford, and even Harvard. In this video, I'll help you go through the top tips to break in investment banking. Make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to reveal to you my #1 secret. Here's a quick warning, and I'm going to get straight to the point. If you can't sit here and watch this video for at least 5 minutes, newsflash, you are not going to make it. Investment banking is one of the most desired and hardest careers to break into. The tips in this video are going to help you if you are applying to spring internships, summer internships, off-cycle internships, and full-time roles. And it doesn't matter if you're in university or you've already graduated, or even if you are working in another profession. If you're new here, my name is Solomon, also known as the Bodybuilding Banker. I'm an investment banker by trade and a high-performance coach, and my mission is to help awake the inner champion that lives inside of you. Before even worrying about interviews, the first and most critical point you need to get correct is your CV. I can't tell you the number of times I've seen HR professionals, and even myself when involved in the recruiting process, throw away CVs for silly mistakes. In investment banking, first impressions count. Even before they meet you for an interview, they are able to discern an impression based on your CV. Make sure that everything is aligned. Minimize the use of white space. Ensure the length of your sentences are consistent. I promise you, if you can do this to your CV, it will make a huge difference. I remember when I started getting involved in the recruiting process, a lot of these CVs had fantastic grades, all 8 stars at GCSE, A stars at A level. A lot of the candidates were on course to achieve a first-class degree in university. But what really put me off was the inconsistency in their bullet points. Some sentences will have a full stop, others won't have a full stop. Some sentences will be capitalized, others won't be capitalized. There was spelling errors. All of this matters. Take time to review your CV. Tony Robbins said the most easiest way to be successful is to find someone or something that is successful and model it. When I was in university, I attended every CV workshop and became friends with a lot of people that had been successful in the investment banking application. They invested a lot of time in helping me with my CV to make sure that it stood out from the rest. And this is what I want you to do. Experience matters. If you have experience, make sure that you can highlight and show the key things that you learn. But I get it, not everybody has relevant investment banking experience. What you need to do is find out how the experience you have relates to the job role. I would read the job function and then I would highlight in my experience the transferable skills and how my experience would be relevant for the role. Use action verbs. Action verbs help you highlight to potential employers your expertise in the different fields. I worked in mergers and acquisitions, and you have to be heavily analytical. So when describing my experiences, I would use words such as analyzed, forecasted, assessed, evaluated. My goal was to make myself attractive to my potential employer. I want them to read my CV and envision me as someone who can be a member of their team. When it comes to the length of your CV should be 1 page. This is relevant to entry-level or early career investment bankers. If you are an experienced hire and you have an extensive list of accomplishments or achievements, I would still recommend that you stick on 1 page. Highlight your most relevant experience that is directly transferable and that you can confidently argue a case as to why you are a suitable candidate to join the investment bank. When writing your CV, make sure that you use concise language and bullet points to describe your experience. Don't use paragraphs. You need to come across as succinct, organized, efficient, and this would help you stand amongst many candidates. Writing a CV or resume when applying for an investment banking role without experience can be challenging. There are still many ways you can make your CV stand out to hiring managers and recruiters. Even if you don't have direct investment banking experience, you are likely to have transferable skills that can be valuable to investment banking. When I was looking at CVs, even if the person didn't have relevant experience, one of the key things I will look out is problem solving. Problem solving can appear in different ways. It could be financial analysis, data analysis, communication, collaboration, and project management. One of the things that helped me land a role in the #1 investment bank in the world was that I studied engineering. You're probably thinking, how did you get into investment banking? There are so many transferable skills, and I use this when writing my application. I highlighted the quantitative nature of engineering. A lot of mathematical and scientific problem sheets. That helped me to show that I was very analytical. I also highlighted the teamwork element. We had to do a lot of projects in big groups of teams where we were peer assessed. I talked about how I built emotional intelligence. I was able to manage my time and how I was able to work with different people to achieve a shared goal. Finally, I talked about project management. Engineering had so many projects. I highlighted how I took the opportunity to lead projects and also be part of the team, and that I was comfortable in doing both, and that I was able to develop different skills when undergoing these projects. I believe this helped me stand out, especially when getting to the final stages, because I was different from the other candidates. I brought a different way of thinking, a very logical way of thinking, which suited what the investment banks were looking for and helped me land my role. Last thing I would say is make sure that you quantify your achievements where possible. This will showcase you as results driven. For example, if you are responsible for the budgets in your society, you can talk about how you are 20% more efficient with the budget. Or if you are a top performer in the exams, you can say that you scored amongst the top 5% of students. There are many ways to do this. Make sure that you quantify your results into metrics when describing your experiences. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment below the different topics you would like to see next. I want to let you know, guys, I'll be launching my high performance course. I'll be going through the 4 pillars of high performance, which helped me land a role at the world's #1 investment bank, win a national bodybuilding competition, launch my business, be recognized by Richard Branson, and speak at the likes of Microsoft, WorldPay, King's College London, and Fizz. Be able to get direct coaching from me. You'll be able to get access to a library of video content that is not available on YouTube. Importantly, you'll be able to ask me any questions that I can help accelerate your journey. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I look forward to catching you on the next video.